Hi Cancer, it's Meg with Padmes and I'm doing your Tarotscope for May 2021. And this is for anyone with Cancer and their Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Any cross watchers for Cancer. And we're calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light because I don't want to talk to anyone else. And Cancer, what do we have for you this month? We're also going to be doing a yes or no question and clarifying as we go through. So actually, I have a bunch of stuff down here. I want to use these angel oracle cards. So sorry about that. That's right here. Okay, Cancer. I'm also calling in Archangel Gabriel today. Archangel Gabriel's been coming in a lot lately. And I like that. Okay. Cancer, what is going on with you for May 2021? Okay. So the first card that I'm noticing is your big picture. It's the Seven of Wands. And this card for me is about having conviction over what it is that's going on with you, your choices. I even hear your mistakes, but your choices, what you've decided to do, what direction you've decided to go, why you've decided to go that direction. It also has to do with you not having to answer to anyone. You don't have to explain yourself to other people. This is just about you. Sometimes this is about standing up for yourself, but you can stand up for yourself by just making your choices and making your decisions. Cancer, you don't have to explain yourself to anyone. So I'm going to clarify that in a bit, but that is coming in really powerfully as your overall, I even want to say your overcast, your forecast, your big picture. This is about you deciding to make your decisions because you want to and no other reason, not because anybody else is telling you. It's interesting too, because I'm looking at your advice, and your advice is the Five of Wands. So this is, first of all, this is about, for me, a lot of times it's about competition, being put in competition, being placed in competition. A lot of times it's just putting your best foot forward, putting yourself out there. This being in your advice right now feels to me also like look at what you've been through. Look at the struggles and the strife that you've been through. Look how hard you've worked. Look at and how hard you've worked. I actually feel like this has to do more with work, where you've come, how far you've come in work related aspects. But we will clarify that too. And I will say this though too, you've got the Queen of Cups coming from this place of the Queen of Cups reversed. So there has been some disappointment. There's been some disappointment and sadness. This is also talking about not following your intuition in the past. Your higher self is talking about switching channels, changing channels, no longer being on the same path, like switching paths. And this is a choice that you're making. This is a reevaluation that you're doing on your own. And you're deciding yourself, I've given enough to this particular path or this particular channel, and I'm switching it up. I'm sending my energy or channeling my energy in another direction, another path. Your angels and guides are talking about, this is betrayal. This is lying, cheating, stealing, and betrayal. Your guides are talking about this. I want to say, though, too, that this card, especially with this card right now, what they're both talking about is sometimes you have to make a decision. This really is coming up strongly about other people's ideas about what you're supposed to be doing, Cancer. This is really talking about making a decision based on what it is that you need and nobody else. So this card also speaks to me a lot about not having to say sorry for making choices. This is also about sometimes being selfish. Is selfish isn't a bad word. Sometimes you have to be selfish to take care of you. Sometimes when you're giving too much to one path and you're reevaluating and it's not the right path for you, but somebody else doesn't want you to make that change, you got to make that change anyway sometimes. So just saying, Cancer, you got to be on your side. Okay, let's get to the heart of the situation here. The heart of the situation is talking about some abandonment happening, your resources being taken away, time, energy, effort, love, money, information. But this is reversed, so it's like pulling back all those resources that you felt like you lost. And then here is this, you know what? This is funny. I don't say that with this card, but I'm hearing there's a game changer here. This is a game changer. Here you are. And in this case, right now, it's really looking at all of your options. You're being offered a lot of things right now. And you not taking any of those options right now seems like that is what's filling you up. You don't have to make a move right now. You don't have to do anything. This almost feels like some recuperation happening. And it's not just recuperation, it's like, it's relaxation. It's relaxation. Okay, and then happening now and into the near future, we have the World. And this World card is a completion of a cycle, Cancer. It's bringing something full circle. It's starting a new chapter. It's starting a new chapter. And we have the Six of Wands reversed in the placement to release. This is about releasing the battle. So this has a lot to do with that. Like, talk about releasing the battle. This is also kind of like choose your battles. Choose your battles. And there's resistance to making some kind of decision, which is interesting because that heart of the situation is talking about having all these options. I feel like there are other people who are wanting you to make decisions. They're wanting you to, but it's almost like for their own peace of mind, not yours. So you have to consider your peace of mind and what it is that you want right now. The best thing to do is kind of, I'm feeling like just wait and watch. I'm not even feeling a waiting though. I'm feeling more so of like a chilling out and watching more so than anything else. It's a relaxation. You're in a place where you don't have to make any decisions. And I think that's a good thing. This is like, I have resistance to making a decision, but that means the momentum is there to just chill. Just relax. You don't have to make any decisions right now. You can let this process flow. It's not like you have to do anything to make momentum happen. You're already in flow. You're already moving. Let's look at past, present, future, Cancer. In the past, here's the Three of Pentacles reversed. This card to me is all about self-validation. It's about doing things yourself, doing things to uplift yourself, doing things for yourself. This is also a card about knowing what to do, knowing yourself, having the information for yourself. It's like you've already gathered information that you can use. And here's your present time. So you've got the Ten of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Pentacles. What this looks like, Cancer, is that there's been an end of a cycle, which we're seeing in your happening now and into the near future. So happening now, this is doubling up. There's a chapter that's ending. There's a cycle that's completely coming to completion. And this has to do with this Queen of Pentacles. And I love this deck because This Queen of Pentacles, the pentacle is in her mind. It's intrinsic and it's in her mind. It's what she finds. It's what she finds safe and solid and secure. And it's how she's talking to herself. It's how she's relating to the world. It's how she's seeing the world. So this chapter being full circle, it's like she's decided that it's full circle. She intrinsically is having something inside of her that has come to a completion and she's starting something new. This trajectory is the Eight of Cups. It's emotionally being ready to move on. So talk about a chapter closing and a new one beginning. This is actually pretty fierce, Cancer. It's fierce because here you are, like, kind of defending yourself, but yeah, I'm hearing defending your honor. But this is about the intrinsic you. This is about you knowing your truth and not really having to explain this to other people. This is all coming from this place of great disappointment. It's like, oh, I hate to cliche it out here and say that, oh, things happen for a reason. But wow, do they? They really do. Okay, let's clarify some of this, Cancer. I'm going to use the maybe Lenormand here. Clarifying this whole energy around you, Cancer, in May. This is really powerful, Cancer, too, for your May. I feel like your May is really, I feel like it's really productive. And I also feel like there's some relaxing that can happen. I mean, this heart of the situation is just like, it feels like an exhale. It feels like a relief. All right. The first thing that I want to clarify is the Seven of Wands in your big picture. And here we have this lovely gentleman in your big picture that looks like a pursuer, looks like a possible person who is coming to offer you love. It's interesting though, because this big picture is talking about having to defend yourself. And so it's a little bit of a warning, but it's not just necessarily this person who's a pursuer. This is someone who comes in really, maybe romantically, but also charming, a charming person. And this can be a friend. It's somebody who's wanting to know. I even feel like it's somebody who wants to get in your center of headspace. And when people want to get in your center of headspace, what they're wanting to do is figure out what you're doing, what's going on, what's your next move, what's going on in there, you know, but they're also wanting to influence you. Sometimes they want you to think like them. They want you to choose like them. And so I feel like this big picture is more so talking about these people who some of them have your best interest in mind, and they feel like they do. They're not coming in with, malice. But then, some people want to control you. So I'm just saying, be aware, Cancer. I want to look at this advice. I know it's like the advice is almost saying, be vigilant. Just be vigilant. I want to clarify that, Cancer. Right. Be vigilant. This is your home, or this is that feeling of home. And so this is your advice. Your advice is like, create your space so that it's comfortable for you, and protect your space so that it's comfortable for you. You get to say who comes in your house. You get to say who has a key to your house. You get to decide that, Cancer. And that's actually really important to you, your home. It's super important to Cancers. Okay, so Queen of Cups reversed, coming from this great disappointment. Let's get to the bottom of it, Cancer. What is it? This great disappointment. And this is, again, I see this card as like one of those home cards. It's like the hearth. something that was, this is even like the sacred fire, the sacred flame, the sacred fire. The sacred flame, the sacred fire was put out by this cup of disappointment. That's a pretty big doozy, Cancer. This comfort of the fire, this trust, really. Trust that everything is safe. Yep. There's great disappointment there. Let's take a look at your heart of the situation. This building back of resources by literally not making a decision right now. It's like observing what's around you, observing all the wealth around you, observing all of the fruit around you. I really feel like this has a lot to do with manifesting. It has a lot to do with becoming the energy of the thing that you want. And it's almost like, I'm not sure what I want. So just be in the energy of what feels really good and then watch those things come to you. I feel like that's exactly what's happening. Oh, I love that, Cancer. Okay. We have got the bear. And we've got the lightning bolt. So this bear is often representative of cash money. It's often representative of taking care of your finances, taking care of your physical, logistical, material things that keep you safe and sound. And there's some kind of epiphany around this, Cancer. There's an epiphany, and it is really like what we just talked about. Become the energy of the thing that you want. And if you don't know what you want, become the energy that feels really good to you. Just step into it. Just step into it. But this is like something coming at you fast and furious. This is not just fast and furious, but like out of the blue. There's some kind of, this could even be some kind of like windfall or some kind of amazing, wonderful thing that feels really good, safe and solid, something that you can trust. Let's look at this world card, this closing of the chapter. This world card also could be travel, and it can be foreign travel. It can also be someone coming toward you from out of town, someone coming to visit. But I'm feeling like this closing of a chapter is huge. Yeah. This is something brand new. This is historic. This is something starting that's brand new. And it can be a brand new relationship. Brand new love. I want to take a look at what is going on with your higher self and your angels and guides, telling you to make decisions based on what is the best for you. Really make decisions on what's best for you and not putting other people in front of you right now. Here is the moon and the medal, the award. There's some kind of, oh, I really like this. I was going to say this moon card to me a lot of times is talking about romance. It's romancing. It's romantic gestures, romantic ventures, romantic things going on. You know what's really interesting too? This is the Eight of Cups, which is in your trajectory here. I feel like this is connected here. There's some kind of romance coming in as soon as you emotionally release something else. But what I'm hearing is romancing the moon. So I'm also feeling like this new moon is going to be, I'm hearing favorable. This new moon is going to be very favorable for you. And I know for water signs, probably for other signs as well, but I know for water signs that this past full moon in Scorpio was kind of a big deal. It was a very releasing full moon. But this is about being rewarded for putting yourself first. And it looks like you're not going to have to wait too long to be rewarded. So by this next new moon, okay, Cancer, let's look at the Six of Wands reversed, releasing the battle and choosing your battles. Releasing the battle. What is this about? Yeah. Here's this card of the kitty cats. It's about somebody being aloof toward you, or not paying you any, never mind, really. It's like, choose your battles. If somebody is not giving you any attention, you don't really need to worry about giving them any attention. It's okay. Choose your battles. I really feel like this is somebody who you haven't, I feel like it's somebody who doesn't agree with what you're doing and just wants to, it's like really passive aggressive. They want you to do what they want you to do. And you're not saying you're not going to do what they want you to do, but you're not saying that you're going to do what they want you to do either. And they're being passive aggressive about it. It's like but you know, instead of dealing with and engaging in their passive aggressiveness, you're just like letting this go. You don't need to engage in that type of emotional manipulation. So when we are looking at what you're resistant to, the making of a decision, like right now, let's get some information about that. Cancer. Yeah. You really don't have to communicate right now. This is the same with this person, this aloof person who's not giving you a lot of information. It's almost like they're angry, but they're not even telling you that they're angry. Or if you like, you know, they're not being direct. So if you said, hey, are you mad at me? Are you angry? No, what do you mean? But they are. There's something wrong, but they won't tell you. So there's like this resistance in really talking, having communication. This can also be someone who you haven't talked to, or someone who's giving you the cold shoulder, like that kitty cat. And this is about you like not having communication with that person. So clarifying the past, present, future. This Three of Pentacles, this self-validation, this intrinsic knowingness. Yeah, this is about some kind of longevity. I feel like this isn't the bouquet like romance, but it's like, talk about romancing the moon, or this is like a long haul type of committed thing. And this is in the past. There's something having to do with kind of like pulling yourself back up from the well, Cancer. Somebody threw you in the well. You're pulling yourself back out. But this is the energy around that. It's like really recognizing self-validation versus this person or situation that had you believing in promises that were not true. And this happening, this present time energy, this decision to bring something to a close. I'm even hearing, I want to say let's verify that, like clarify that, but I'm also hearing let's activate that. So I feel like you and your guides are moving into that activation. Wow. There's lots of romance going on here. Romancing the moon, forward into the future. When you do this, here's romance around this. It's like, I know what this is. It's the state of being in love. And I love that. The state of being in love. I've been thinking about that a lot lately, Cancer. You can be in the state. It is all about changing your perception of everything. So it's about ending. This literally can be cognitive dissonance happening now, like in your present time, but you're creating it yourself. It's like looking at the reality and changing your reality completely, deciding it's your choice. It's not like you being plummeted into this. It's like I've decided to change my complete reality, change the way I'm looking at the way I see life, being in the state of being in love. That's also what this heart of the situation is talking about, that creating that energy, being the energy of the thing that you want in your life. So now we're looking at the trajectory, Cancer. This trajectory is talking about being emotionally ready to move forward and move on, which I really feel there's momentum. There's a lot of momentum for moving forward and moving on, Cancer. I like it. I like it a lot. Right? Wow. There's some kind of dual here, a dual emotion. I want to clarify that a little more too. There's some kind of inevitable ending, inevitable duel, inevitable confrontation of some kind to end. And this confrontation might very well be happening in the astrals. I want to get some more clarification here, Cancer, about a couple of things. Oh, let's check it out. Clarification on this future. Coming with you. What is that song I'm hearing? Coming to you with the futuristic or something. Did I hit you with the futuristic? I think it's by the Roots. But there's something, I kind of feel like there's something kind of exciting coming forward. Let's see. What I want to ask is, what's coming toward you that you don't even see? What's coming toward you that you don't even see? We're getting 3 cards from that. Wow. So first we have this Knight of Cups reversed. This Knight of Cups reversed, you know, in this sense, it really feels like there is someone coming forward, but they're doing it in a roundabout way. They're coming like through the back door, or they're sneaking in or something like that. But they're offering you something. They're offering you a small something, rather. It's like a small, oh man, I don't want to say a token. That really cheapens it, doesn't it? But they're offering you something to create a foundation or a new foundation. This is a new offer, but it does seem a little bit like coming in sideways, sort of. But then talk about changing everything. I feel like you are having the option, Cancer, this happening now, you are choosing to close the chapter and create something new, end some cycle. And I feel like there's some kind of like that cycle that you were trying to end. Here's the Ten of Cups again. Somebody's coming in sideways, offering you something, and it's almost like it is like a token. It's like something, it's like a door stopper. If somebody gives you a door stopper in May, beware, because they're trying to get you not to close the chapter. They're trying to get you not to close the door. Wow. Okay. So ask your question, Cancer. Yes or no. We're going to get a yes or no answer. And then we're going to clarify it. All right, Cancer. Yes or no. And we've got forgiveness. Forgiveness. I'm going to pull another one. I'm going to get a clear yes or no. Thank you, angels and guides. We got a clear yes on that one. So forgiveness. And we get the yes. And I'm going to clarify your question, Cancer. This is about healthy self-reflection. This, again, all coming together, Cancer. This month for you is about getting into your own space and seeking your truth, seeking your light, seeking the answers within yourself. Getting advice is great and wonderful, but ultimately deciding what resonates with you and what's true for you, that is the most important thing. There are two more cards that want to come out. Right. There's some kind of wishes not being fulfilled when it comes to this lovely chap, this King of Cups. There's actually another card that wants to come out too. There's some kind of wishes not being fulfilled by this King of Cups energy. And this last card that wanted to come out to clarify this question for you has to do with releasing, I'm hearing anticipation, but releasing anxiety around this, releasing anxiety around this King of Cups, releasing anxiety, I think, around also very well not making this King of Cups happy because you're not doing what they want you to do, or you're not, I feel like too, it's not like you made, I mean, there's a decision to move forward and to close a chapter, but it also seems like there are other things that somebody wants you to make decisions about, and you're not necessarily saying yes or no yet, you know, or making like, yes, I'm doing this thing or I'm doing this thing yet. It just seems like just be in your bubble until you are ready to make decisions and choices. Get into your own self. But forgiveness and yes, I love it. Okay, Cancer. I will see you soon. I'll see you in about a week. Take care. Let me know how this resonated with you. Bye, Cancer.